찻잎을 너무 우리는 것은 잡스러운 맛이 올라오는 것을 방치하는 것과 마찬가지입니다. 지양하는 걸 추천드립니다.
Good morning, afternoon, evening, everybody. How are we doing? I hope we're all doing well. It is the 4th of July. I'm a little bit stuffy, a little bit under the weather, but that is not going to get in the way of me celebrating the 4th. And I thought, what better way? Because I was thinking about what we could play together here on the channel for the 4th, and be contained enough that it would be a fun time and not get in the way of other plans that I have today. Because if you are an American like me, I hope you've got some plans to celebrate or even just relax on the 4th today. And to all our non-American friends, feel free to celebrate the 4th too. Us Americans, we love food, we love celebration, and we love America, so the more the merrier, in my opinion. I think a lot of us would agree with that. So I hope you guys celebrate too if you enjoy such things. But we're gonna play some excuse me. We're gonna play some mirror dungeons here in Limbus. And we can go ahead and take a quick look after I throw on. There we go. Now we can talk to each other, you and I. We're gonna do a Pierce and kinda Poise team, but we've got to use only IDs that have guns. That's going to be our little gimmick this time around. I thought about playing some other games like Metal Wolf Chaos, because if you don't know Metal Wolf Chaos, it's a mech game, but you're playing as the United States President piloting a mech. I kid you not, it's insane. A fun game though, I've played it before a long time ago. But I figured I would save that for a Mecha Monday at some point. Or just a playthrough in general at another time. And this is actually, funnily enough, this is my first time going into the current mirror dungeon. And I'm going in with IDs that we're going to be heavily using, besides Magic Bullet and Full Stop Heathcliff. I've not used the LCCB IDs very much at all, and Twin Hook I've really not used, and Full Stop Hong Lu I've not used much of outside of having as a passive. Used them a couple times. I think I've used them in a mirror dungeon before that we've done together. Might have to go back and look at that if you're interested, or watch this one. This is going to be a little bit interesting. I'm not sure how well the LCCB IDs mesh together. I know Twin Hook Gregor does have some poise, so that kind of helps a bit. And then Magic Bullet Otis is, she's just kind of here, I guess. Let's see. What do we want to choose? Let's go Star Shower, right? Let's just go ahead and get that extra start. And no, not Slash. You could do Pierce. You know what? This is going to increase stuff with ammo consumption. So let's do this actually instead of Poise. I think we can build that up later. Let's get Bandolier. This is really for sync IDs, huh? Doesn't inflict bind though. Let's just use Gathering Skulls, because we know we can at least get a fair bit of the utility out of it. Alright. Nest Workshop. Let's refresh. We are going to run this on normal, by the way, because we're doing such a weird setup of dudes. Let's see. What can we get out of this? We get 4-leaf clover. Should be nice. What about Forgotten? A little bit less good. So let's go with Noggle and Tom. Or no, not Noggle and Heather. Faith and Erosion. There we go. Ooh, there's a lot of blunt, isn't it? Alright. So LCCB goes first. And then full stop. Actually, do I need to... Ooh, okay. Oh man, we get 7 IDs on the field. That's actually crazy. Alright, in that case, let's throw Blade Lineage, one who grips, and the rest. But the goal is to not use any ID that does not have a gun. I did try my hardest to get Fell Bullet Yi Sang, but it just wasn't in the cards this morning, unfortunately. Alright, let's see. Yeah, we are not going to be proccing much of anything on the old Otis Magic Bullet. Actually, that'd be a fun, because this full stop Heathcliff will leave, right, if he's out of ammo. So if we aren't able to... Oh, please, Ishmael. There we go. If we can't... If he retreats, what do you guys think? Should we use the ID that comes in his place? Or should we not? Should we use that as a self-imposed limitation? That could be kind of fun. Let's do that, actually. We're gonna do that. So if our IDs are killed or have a retreat mechanic, we are not going to use the IDs that come in afterwards. Also, I don't even know how many floors this mirror dungeon will be. I probably should have looked how many floors it has.
단순해서 좋건 9번 수감자. 물론 좋은 성과를 갖고 돌아온다면
Dark spot.
달고 짭짤한 걸 준비해두지.
Where's her? Oh, no effect on. Dang. Alright. It's important to remember that, ooh, that's kind of nice. 2 hits and then a shotgun blast. That's kind of fun. It's important to remember that LCCB IDs, if I remember correctly, are quite old. So some of them do not have the bells and whistles that a lot of other IDs do. Definitely show their age a little bit. What was that? Life for weakness. What does that do? Inflicts tremor. This team is so weird. Nothing really synergizes with each other, but we'll get through it somehow. Oh, overkill. Brutal. 318 crit. That guy never even saw it coming. Alright. We'll keep it going. Like I said, it is the 4th, and I do have some plans. Nothing crazy. I was actually, my kind of big plans for the 4th were actually yesterday. Me and my family went and watched America's Game, which is baseball. We had a good time. I really enjoyed spending time with them. So it was good. We were out there, and where the stadium is actually in an area of where I've never been before, and it's quite nice. Quite a nice area. So we walked around a little bit afterwards. Saw that area. I would like to take a buddy of mine is actually going to be visiting soon. from far away, from several states away, which for my non-American friends, it's a real long way. We're essentially on the opposite side of the country. Please excuse me, it's still early, so I can't speak correctly. But he's going to be coming down, and I'm tempted to take him over there. Lots of good food places. They got like a, not quite an arcade bar, it's a little bit more built up. It's like a small Dave & Buster's, really, is what I would describe it as. You got a punch bowl social and a whole bunch of little places. Looks like a good place to walk around and have some good fun. We'll see. We've got a bunch of stuff that we could get into as well. A little bit closer, so. That area is what? An hour away, I think? Round about that much? Let's see. But yeah, today I'm going to be getting some burgers from the store. I need to go after we get done here, actually. Try and scrounge up in case other people have had the same idea and got them all. Just upgrade. Bloody gadgets. Honestly, because we are going to be limiting ourselves, getting through the regular encounters is going to be pretty good, so we're going to upgrade the Carmilla. If you guys saw on Twitterbird, I did get my my grill set up and had some stuff grilled up, just, you know, give it the old test run. It works like a charm. It's funny, it's as I get older, the more I become the stereotype American of like, man, I just wanna grill on my porch and drink a beer, man. Let's see. Let's see here. These guys don't have SP, do they? They do not. Turn into Hank Hill. That's what we're doing. And that's what I'm doing. Have to be spent on this skill. Interesting. Interesting way are they doing. So speed. Speed is higher, so that should do more. Quake rounds. Oh man, that'd be fun to play on stream sometime. Play some old Quake. That could be cool. I haven't played Quake in a long time. I essentially ran the gamut back in the day, around that time when I played Quake, of all the old school boomer shooters, where I played Doom, Quake, Wolfenstein, all back to back, essentially. I had a good time with that. Which, mildly controversial opinion, but I stand by it. I am a Doom 3 apologist. I think Doom 3 was an interesting departure from the usual Doom formula. Did everybody like it as much as the other style of Doom? No, absolutely not. But I think it was really interesting. It was really cool to have a Doom that at least tried to go more into the horror aspect. I do have some very fond memories of being absolutely terrified playing Doom 3. Especially at the very start where things start to go wrong. And it just, all the lights go out. And you have to find a flashlight. Then all of a sudden stuff starts moving around. You hear it scuttling around in the dark. You don't have any good weapons. Oh my goodness. Very, very good. Now, I'm sure if I played Doom 3 now, I might have a very different opinion of it, but it still holds a very special place in my heart. And I mean, Doom 1 and Doom 2, absolute classics. If you haven't played Doom 1 and 2, I do think you should do it. You should go play those. There's actually a couple of pretty cool shooters like that called Citadel and Beyond Citadel. I haven't played Beyond Citadel yet. Citadel 1, however, quite good. I really, really enjoy it. Those are pretty good games. Citadel 1 I really, really enjoy, and I'm close to finishing. Very classic, but it's also got its own fun twists. It's a very weird game from the lore aspect of it. And my really only complaint about it is, I can't remember what it's made in. Is it Unity? I can't remember what it's made in. But for whatever reason, it doesn't like my computer very much, which is why I'm not going to play it on stream. I'm hoping that's fixed with Beyond Citadel. And it'll crash on me quite often, unfortunately. But overall, the level design and enemy placement it's hard. It's a challenging game, but it is not so much like it's pretty tight overall. So it doesn't feel overly bad if something like that does happen, and I would highly recommend the game. It's usually fairly cheap as well. I think it might be on sale right now for the summer Steam sale. As of recording and streaming this, check for yourself just in case. I don't think Beyond Citadel, because it like literally just released. I don't think that is on sale, but I believe the first one is. Could be wrong though. Oh, Ryoshu. Ryoshu. You just missed all of those. What are you doing, honey? Wow. On the other side, the full stop. See, that's the thing. You can tell how old these IDs are, the LCCB, because they do an okay job, but they goof on occasions. And these two monsters right here, the full stop IDs compared to the LCCB IDs, just absolutely mollywop everything.
깔끔한 헤드샷. 머리통이 작살났다고.
엄청나게 강한 일격을!
Let's see here. Ooh, fell bullet. Alright. Very cool. Let's get the pendant. Yeah, because that'll give random to everybody, so that's useful for all of us. Regardless.
파우스트가 나설 만한 곳이어야 할 겁니다.
Let's see what we get from this. I don't usually... Oh! It's Christmas. Oh dear. Also, we are making a exception for LCCB Rodian. I forgot to mention that. But because she is part of the gun crew, I am making a special exception for her. Because we wouldn't be fielding a full team of shooters otherwise. Just wanted to make that clear. And it fits with the general feel of LCCB as well. So, if I managed to pull for Fell Bullet before stream, I would have slotted Yiseng in there as opposed to Rodian. Just as a heads up. I forgot to mention that at the start.
한 점만 노린다.
Oh boy, here's Fell Stop, or Full Stop Heathcliff showing off again. Fell Stop. I do have the Fell Bullet, not ID, Ego on Heathcliff there, if I remember right. So we could call it Fell Stop. And this guy's about to get annihilated.
완전 좋은 판단이야. 대체들의 체력이 많이 깎여 나갔어. 괴로워하는 게 느껴지지 않아? 이 기세로 계속 나아가 보자.
Layered bandages. That'll be useful if we get go into La Mancha Land? Because I think we're pretty much past heavy bleed stuff now. Let's see. Mystery Hunt. 2 damage up on the focused encounter. Yeah, let's just grab that. Let's see. Rest him. Tomorrow's Fortune. Not really what we want. What kind of stuff do we have? Don't have a whole lot of junk. Yeah, we don't have a lot of junk right now. Let's just upgrade the pendant for now. Spread the old boys' love around. Then we'll save the rest of ours. We will see who is waiting for us at the end of To Be Pierced.
규정이라면 따르겠습니다.
I do really like the design for both full stop IDs, although it's really funny to see Heathcliff with long hair. Oh, it's the trash crabs. I still really love the that little side story bit. Let's see. Yeah, we'll do this. Oof. We'll do that. Do that. Do that. Cool. Now, full stop Honolulu, however, I think they absolutely, with absolutely no reservation, cooked with that ID. He looks like he's from The Matrix. That's really what he looks from. He looks like he's he should be in The Matrix. He's got the trench coat, he's got the hair, he's got the earpiece, the gun, but he's also got a knife as well. It's just freaking cool, man. Alright, we got most of these guys down. Shusha. Batter that guy. That. I want to just load up on the king trash crab. Try and bring him down. Yo, this team is surprisingly fun to run. We're kind of just mauling everything that gets in our way. We haven't run into too much resistance yet, so we'll have to see later on in the dungeon, especially after we get some ego gifts, how that lasts. I think this team will do very bad in a war of attrition, but otherwise, as far as pop in, mess stuff up, and then pop out, I think we're going to be doing pretty hot. High tensility shoes. Okay. Oh, no, I do want to take it. There we go. I don't think I've seen those before. Is that a new ego gift? Do you guys know? Ooh, that could be kind of fun to have. Let's go Falling Flowers. I haven't done Falling Flowers in a long time either. I don't believe. Blunt Slash. Alright, let's maybe not do that. Let's go into this one. It does have some pierce. Alright.
단순해서 좋건 9번 수감자. 물론
The achievement has taught us we are going to win rate and meta. This dude's got, like, how many rounds does he have in his gun? What does he have? Alright, next time we get a breather, I gotta zoom in. I gotta look at what he might have. But I was assuming it was based off of the lock, which, I mean, if he's got a stendo in it, that would make sense. But it doesn't quite look like he's got a stendo. What is he packing? What is homeboy packing? Oh, I can't see if that's right. Dang it. Alright, kill that guy. Oh man, I was looking for it.
앞으로도 그렇게만 해주세요.
But that is a lot of rounds for a standard mag. Who knows? Maybe he's got like a base plate in it, right? Or it's just a little bit longer. But even then, if he's rocking something that's a full frame,
검 끝에
that shouldn't be much of an issue as far as like you'd want to put that on so you have more grip. I don't know. Maybe if you guys are bigger gun nerds than I am, you could explain it to me.
물론 좋은 성과를
Because I am a gun nerd. Excuse me. I am a gun nerd, but there's still a whole lot that I don't know.
적들이 저녁만 찾는 걸 맞춰버리는
Speaking of, I do need to get back to the range and shoot a little bit, because it's been a long while since I have, I wouldn't say a long while, it's been like a month and a half,
방법이지.
which is a little bit too long, in my opinion, since I've been to the, almost said gym, I've been to the gym, since I've been to the range. And I've not shot IDPA in a long while either, and I would like to get back into that.
자,
But I've been holding off on it since I started my new job,
이런 거 시키지
because
마.
you just gotta make sure, yeah, I enjoy a bunch of my hobbies, but I'm also not going to, you know, I'm not going to throw away my money, right? I want to be financially stable and, you know, make financially intelligent decisions, you know what I mean? That's important too. Even if I really do want to go and shoot more. It's really fun. There's a lot of good people near me
9번 수감자.
who do that.
좋은 성과를 갖고 돌아온다면 달고
Damage.
잡잘한 걸 준비해두지.
Let's put that down. Yeah, because that's not on. This is not clash dependent. So if she goes first, it should get the. Well, what power rounds? We'll just go with that. We'll go with that. Little target spotted on that one. That. Ooh, my phone is buzzing. Hello? Hello? Who are you? Unilateral business. Alright. Let's go into the second. Alright, that's gonna be better. Let's do that.
교전 시작.
When that goes, I need to check the old phone.
이럴 때는 이런 식의 공격으로 되는군요.
아, 완전 과감한 판단이었어요.
Let's see here.
그래도 완전 좋은 판단이었던 건 사실이네요.
그렇게 시원하게 처리하니 그런 맛이 나구만.
Alright, so far so good.
그러면 이제 매치를
What a weird team comp we have. What a bizarre group of people.
이제 그 도통 알아들을 수 없는 말투만 고치면 딱 좋겠어.
But it kind of works, you know, I kind of vibe with it in a weird way. It's kind of cool. Alright, got that taken care of. Oof. Does this mean that, God, it's such a stupid joke. Does this mean that, this version of Ryoshu plays whatever the city's version of Roblox is? Can I please have a decent clash against this? That would also be really cool. Actually, what does Rodeo have? Something? He might just straight up die beforehand. You know what, we'll throw on Fell Bullet. And if he managed to get that far, then he will get egoed. That's what's gonna happen. Alright, there we go. See, I didn't even have to worry about it. Excuse me. Gun team too strong. Imagine if we actually had had the resources and built this team out to be as optimal as possible to function off of ammo, and then Like, okay, we might do that at a later time, because that actually does sound like a lot of fun. I might have to do some digging around and figure out the best way to just absolutely juice a ammo-dependent team. Let's see, highest poise, skill effects. I'd like to spread the love a little bit. This is fairly cheap. Because we are trying to squeeze as much, like 1 to 2 turn damage out of these guys as possible. Now I suppose stuff like Chromer may pose an issue on this run if you aren't set up for it, or for her rather, because the mandatory phase 2 could be an issue depending on how much how long you took and how much ammo you spent on phase 1. That might be something to be aware of. Sentada in the Christmas themed board, and also I think you can appear in To Be Crushed, I think. Or is it the Wrath floor? It might be the Wrath floor. Either way, he's a chunky boy, so that might be an issue as well. The crabs I expected more of a fight out of, but we were able to slap them pretty hard. I suppose as well, because this is so built around a lot of Pierce, you'll have to be a little bit careful, at least as I have it set up right now, which is not optimal by any stretch. Being aware that most of your damage is going to be from Pierce, and you may run into some rough situations where you need other damage types. I think that might be one of your big sticking points. Which makes sense, because bullets are tend to be more of a piercing thing. Except Ryoshi with her freaking shotgun. Oh my goodness, he just killed him. Should I call somebody? That was insane. Dude, they made the full stop IDs. If you support them and set them up, they are ridiculous damage dealers. Alright. And this should be fairly good for us too, because LCCB is going to get the biggest boost, and then full stop will feed off each other. Then poor Gregor is going to be all by his lonesome, poor guy. Alright. We do have a lot of pride skills. Finifugality. Interesting. Let's go with this. Let's go with this. This could be interesting. Actually, before we start, give me just a moment if you would be so kind, so I can get another cup of coffee. I'll be right back. Alright, I appreciate your patience, guys. A cup of coffee has been acquired, and we are ready to roll once more. I kind of hope it's Kim at the end of this. That would be kind of funny. You know, let's try and get all our ego gifts. Oh, Crane Dude! I love Crane Dude. I know I mentioned it before in another mirror dungeon, but I saw a picture of someone doing a cosplay of Crane Dude, and I love it. That is one of my favorite cosplays I've ever seen. It looked so funny. And it was like you could tell they put a lot of effort into it, but it's just such a funny, janky, like the silhouette of it is so weird, and the proportions are so weird. Rodian would definitely try and pet the fox, and she does. Very good.
역시 빨간 천선이 정답이었어.
But yeah, that just made my day when I saw that. Shout out to whoever did that. I wish I knew, or wish I knew their socials or whatever, and I would definitely shout that out. But I don't. If you guys see it and know what I'm talking about, please throw it down in the comments, because that was epic. Oh my goodness gracious! Full stop, Heathcliff. You are a madman.
한 접시 근사하게 먹여줄까?
Your gun is weird, but your skills, man, your damage, insane. Another headshot. Oh my, what in the heck, man? Hey, we one-turned him. He's freaking dead. Absolute madman. I'm gonna start tearing up. That was insane.
파우스트가
Poor guy didn't even have a chance.
겁니다.
Alright, I am largely not concerned about anything we could possibly run into now, though. It was too slow. Name. Full stop, Overwatch. Smoking pipe. A little too pricey. ASB. Too slow. Oh, that's right. That is Sync Sinclair.
교전
That does
시작합니다.
that. Nice. I like Ook as his ability. The 2-hit and then shotgun blast. I think that's classy. And then that freaking madman just did a flip over a dude's face as he shot him. A lot of these IDs that use ammo, they've got some pretty cool, pretty flashy animations to them. I quite like it.
되게 좋다.
껴볼까?
누님, 그쪽은 적입니다.
로자, 교전 시작.
표적 완전 무력화.
Alright. Oh, they're managing to get a couple licks in. Poor Gregor. Oh, he's gonna hit back. That's why he's the best. I do really like Gregor as the center. It was very nice, even though it wasn't much. It was definitely had more of a light on Otis, which makes sense, because she is one of the last remaining centers to get a Kanto now that we've gone through a lot of them. But having him in conjunction with Otis talk about the time of the smoke war a little bit and allude to it, it was very nice, because poor Gregor, it actually gave him some more serious lines and less comic relief. And it actually felt like some kind of acknowledgement that he is still around. But I do think, I'm very much of the opinion that although I do really like Gregor and Rodian, they're definitely some of the sinners that get the least love.
이대로 몰아넣으시죠.
Especially since we got a lot of interesting stuff with Miss Ryoshu this Kanto, which I was not completely expecting. The other one that you can make an argument for is Mr. Merceau. But that's also kind of his thing, you know? Being the quiet, stoic one. So that doesn't bother me as much. Do not like white Gossipium. Now, the red Gossipium, absolutely insane. Big fan. A cigarette holder. Let's do that. We'll give it. We're just juicing our characters right now, man. We're just get them absolutely juiced to the gills. Alright, we're gonna do that. So healing now shouldn't be much of an issue. Might fuse in a second. Elytra. What will that get us? do that. We'll do that. Let's see what we can fuse. Let's fuse some Pierce, I think. Got these, and then we could get rid of Nixie conversions because that's not doing much, or this because we don't have a lot of. In any case, we got Keen Branch, Clash Power +1, Pierce deals +20, and Unopposed deals +10. Hey, I'll take it. Is that upgradable? It is. 3, 4, and 5. That doesn't suck. And that should cover, yeah, with how I have 3, not great, but it is. And then 4 and 5, alright.
그대, 이 검이 필요하오.
1 billion poison damage for the full stop IDs.
단순해서 좋군 9번 수감자.
Alright.
물론 좋은 성과를
This should
갖고
be
돌아온다면
run it with him.
달고 짭짤한 걸
Maybe.
준비해두지.
Try to use that guy. Actually, how's he like? Still neutral. In that case, we will. You know what? No, we're gonna have her oof that guy just to get him off our back, and then we're going to try and beat the ever-loving stuffing out of this cat.
타겟 포착 1시간.
Because if you guys don't know, this fight can be negated by the dialogue encounter that you'll get with him. It's just getting there that's the issue.
이러면 쏠 수 있죠?
Well, I will mention again when we get to it, and of course you'll see it. All you've got to do... Oh my god, that's so much damage. This dude's insane. If you guys just want to have IDs that do insano damage, get the full stop IDs. They're ridiculous. But I digress. As I was saying, all you have to do is choose no on the questions it gives you, and you just end the fight, which is kind of cool. I kind of wish there was some more puzzle encounters like this. I feel like it's an interesting opportunity to, or could be an interesting opportunity to give more lore or just fun interactions as well, even if it's not like super heavy lore. This dude just crit him for like 356, I think it was, and 348 base.
예사롭지가 않은데?
I'm legit stunned right now. I had completely forgotten how ridiculous full stop IDs can be. Ishmael's out here playing Quake again. The lone trimmer ID on the team. Alright. So what we want to do is we want to investigate the factory. Almost the facility.
단체로 왜 저렇게 떠들썩한 거야?
And then...
싼데.
Alright, we're going to hit that guy to get him off our back. And we're going to continue to beat up the big guy. I think it takes 1 or 2 turns to do so. Bam! I do like Fell Bullet, not Fell Bullet, Magic Bullet Otis as well, because of the extra AoE that you can proc if you have for collecting the bullets. Even though that can be kind of rough to do, I have heard that getting the Magic Bullet, there we go, Ego helps a lot with that, but I do not have it unfortunately. I believe it's a Walpurgisnacht ID, isn't it? Also, don't believe this when it tells you no is the incorrect input. Just hit it 3 times and it will stop. And then they will stop coming back. So all we now have to do is beat the stuffing out of these guys, and it just straight up ends the fight. Which would otherwise just continue on and be a pain in the butt. Headshot. Annihilates that dude.
머리통에 적살났다고.
Can we end him this turn? Maybe. Oh my goodness. Yep, just straight up murders him. What a silly game. What a silly game. See if we can get a gift. Hey, temporal bridle. We've got a little bit of blunt, but not much. But I'll take it. I guess we'll take that. Alright, floor 5. We'll do piercers and pins. That fits us a little bit better, I think. What do you guys think? Do we do the mega encounter? Yeah, let's do the mega encounter.
어머,
No risk, no reward after all. Ooh, clam.
단순해서 좋군. 9번 수감자.
I wanted to look at you actually.
좋은 성과를
Doors,
갖고
most
돌아오면
everything.
달군
But
잡자란
Pearl is weak to pride and wrath. Fortunately, if you guys see, we get a lot of pride skills here. Actually, because it'd be funny, let's do Fell Bullet. Bludgeon. Actually, what is her? No, it's blank. There we go.
타겟 포착 1시간.
Magic Bullet Fire. Gonna run new Fell Bullet here. I do quite like the Fell Bullet's animation.
도망쳐봤자 헛수고다. 어쩌나가는 틈하니
I've said it before and I'll say it again.
통을 화려하게
Guns with
터뜨릴 테니
magic, one of my favorite aesthetics. The magic seals that you shoot into, very cool. Same with you guys have seen Saga of Tanya the Evil, that anime. It does. I think it does the magic in a modern or mostly modern setting quite well. Now I will say though, while Saga of Tanya the Evil as an anime is quite enjoyable, there's nothing wrong with enjoying it.
다리 안쪽이 작살났네.
What you really want
피할 방법이 없지.
is you want to read the novels. You really do. Trust me on that. It is very, very different when you read it. The tone is so different. It is much more serious. It is much more dark and to the point with a lot of its stuff. And it also does a way better job of portraying Tanya as who she is, or who she was, rather, being a very coldly calculated, very self-serving individual,
이제 그 도통
and very
알아볼 수 없는 말투만 고치면 딱
quite
좋겠어.
vicious,
사번
you know, like,
수감자.
and also rule following. It's hard to explain, but it is such, in my opinion, it's such a better experience reading it, and it actually feels like a war story as opposed to this kind of supernatural, wacky show.
직접 손봐주지.
It also makes Tanya, while maybe a bit sociopathic to a degree,
단순해서 좋군.
it makes her
고번
feel
수감자.
like an actual person as opposed to,
성과를 갖고
wow, funny psychotic girl type of deal. I think it's quite good. And if and as well, if you like the idea of Saga of Tanya the Evil, and you just can't get past how out there the anime is, read it. I think you'll really enjoy it if you give it a chance that way.
무력화.
아, 완전 과감한 판단이었어요.
하지 말아주지. 그러니까.
그래도 완전 좋은 판단이었던 건 사실이네요.
수감자가 되어도 훌륭하게 나군.
두드려 패고 터뜨려
도통 알아들 수 없는 말투만 고치면 딱 좋겠어. 그래, 그렇게 시원하게 처리하니 보는 맛이 나는군.
Ooh.
점만 노린다.
Like I said at the beginning of the stream, I'm a little bit under the weather today.
법이지.
It's rather unfortunate. 393? Are you kidding me?
예사롭지가 않은데? 아주 작살을 내놨어.
Can't keep getting away with this. as I was saying, before I was so rudely interrupted, I'm a little bit under the weather,
약점을 잘 찌른
so I had to clear my throat there. Alright, just go ahead and kill that guy.
교전 시작합니다.
Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness gracious. I might play some Armored Core later today. Not a stream or anything, because I've got it on PlayStation.
단피가 떨어질 때군요.
I still need to figure out how to be able to stream my PlayStation stuff through my computer, because that'd be cool. But I've been jonesing for some more Armored Core. I do have copies of some older Armored Core. I might, instead of 6, I might play 4. I do really, really like 4. I still need to get a physical copy of 4 Answer, because I would love to play 4 Answer again. I need to check what the prices are for that. Or actually, I think there's, I think relatively nearby, there's some like exchange type places, if you know of what I'm talking about, where they tend to carry older games, physical titles. Kind of like a GameStop, but at least from what I've seen, they don't shaft you on the prices as bad. Whoa! Into another encounter. I guess we're running the gamut here. That's definitely something, as well as I'm getting older, I definitely appreciate and want to have more physical media as opposed to just digitally downloaded. Especially as, and we're not gonna touch on it too hard here because it's been a bit of a powder keg. But with things like Stop Killing Games being brought up on the the cultural conscience and everything surrounding it, it just has reinforced my opinion that physical media is the way to go, especially if it's stuff that you like and you want to have stuck around for a while. Because, I don't know if you guys know, but for a long time, when I go to conventions and stuff, one of my things that I like to do is I like to get 1 or 2 bits of physical media for stuff, like old anime, or that's hard to find, or soundtracks for stuff. That is a de facto hobby of mine, I suppose. Let's see. We don't have very good choices here, do we? Actually, this is kind of good. I'll take that. Alright. But yeah, I think getting some physical media for stuff you like is a good thing to do in general. As well as the fact that you actually own it, where you don't have to worry about losing access to it. I'm looking at you, Crunchyroll, shutting down a bunch of the stuff from Funimation when you bought it. Again, we aren't going to spend much time getting into that, but you know what you did. Alright, let's see. Actually, I want to keep that, because that buff's ishy. I don't really care about that. Could take that. What's another thing that we could throw in here? Just throw that in there. What are we going to get? Fugitality, okay. Allies with 10 plus poise gain clash and damage up. Nice. Alright, that'll be good enough for government work. We'll go in here. Here's some pins. It's slash,
준비는
wrath,
끝났습니다.
and pride.
명령 대기.
Ah, Gossipium.
단순해서 좋군. 9번 수감자.
Drenched Gossipium.
물론
What are we gonna do with you? We're going to shoot you in the face. A lot. boy growls. Actually, inflict some paralyze. Actually, can we move you? Does that go into Rosha? Wait. Oh, it's unclashable. Okay. I was like, why in the heck can't I actually hit this? This guy's insane. There we go. If we don't just incidentally turn 1 him, or something silly like that. Alright, he does do bleed, so the bandages might come in useful here if we end up getting into a protracted fight. We're pretty deep in it now, so I don't know if we're going to get La Mancha Land now.
제가 괜히 먹을 것들을 사들고 오는 것이
Let's see.
아닙니다. 딴데
It's unclashable? That is unclashable.
효과를 기대했었죠.
Target spotted. Detonate. We'll just do it. Make it so.
한 점만
Oh.
노린다.
Got the cutscene. Big damage. Roll the heads. 356.
방금 좀
What a madman.
조직에서 싸울
It's gonna stagger him so he doesn't even get anything off. Another headshot. Oh my goodness. And shotgun him in the face. Yeah, guys, we are definitely going to be spending some time off stream, kind of planning out how to do a even more powerful ammo dependent gun using ID build, and we're gonna run it again at some point because this is genuinely fun. This is scratching the big number go burr itch.
그 정도 화력으로 우리 사무소를
Wow.
막을 수 있을 줄 알았냐? 저놈들 무기까지 줘서 철수하자고.
Wow. I'm shocked that we're at the end, actually. Hold up. It was only 5 floors. I thought we were going to have 6. Alright. Well, there you have it. That went so easy, I didn't even realize that we were done. Well, happy 4th, everybody. The American way prevails. When in doubt, if you run into an abnormality, just shoot it. Just hire the full stop office. They'll take care of you. Alright, I guess I will see you guys on the flip side. I hope you had a good time. I certainly did, as you can tell. I hope you guys have a happy 4th. All my Americans, I hope you celebrate and celebrate responsibly. All my non-American friends, find an American to join in, because we love having more people join in and celebrate the things that we love. And I hope you all have a fun, happy, safe 4th, and a good into your weekend. And I will catch you guys very soon. Peace.